Alright, this is the human digestive system. Food goes in our mouth, then our teeth grind it and mash it up. That helps break the food down so our body can get access to the nutrients. Then it travels to our stomach, where it's mixed with hydrochloric acid to help break it down even more. Then into the small intestine, a very long tube where the food winds through over 7 meters of wrinkles and bends as our body absorbs and digests it. Next stop, the large intestine. That's the colon. It's where the stuff that can't be digested, the waste products, are dried so they can be shipped out of there. The end of the line.
This is unfortunate, but if I picked it up quickly, would it be safe enough to eat? I mean, how quickly do the bacteria on the floor move on to the food? Some people call it the 5-second rule, others the 10-second rule, and still others the 2-second rule. But is there any truth to it? Or is it just something that we say to allow us to eat food off the floor? In 2003, Gillian Clark famously investigated this question. She found that 50% of men use the 5-second rule to eat food off the ground, but 70% of women do. More importantly, she found that even brief contact with a contaminated floor will contaminate food, wet or dry. The Mythbusters found similar results, and a paper published in the Journal of Applied Microbiology got even more technical. The researchers contaminated various floor surfaces with salmonella, and they found that 5 seconds is way too long to wait. Bacteria adhere to dropped food almost immediately, but time does matter. After 5 seconds, they found that the food had acquired anywhere from 150 to 8,000 bacteria, but if left for a full minute, the number they found was 10 times greater. Now, considering it only takes about 10 bacteria of certain strains of salmonella to infect you, you should probably think twice before eating off the ground. Oh, and don't complacently think that you're safe because the floor looks clean or the food that fell on it does. Floors make great homes for bacteria. Also, floors come in contact with the bottoms of our shoes, and the University of Arizona has found that 93% of our shoes are contaminated with fecal bacteria. But come to think of it, maybe we shouldn't be eating food that's touched anything, because bacteria are everywhere, including on you right now. There are more bacteria on your body right now than there are people living in America. There are 40 million bacteria in 1 gram of soil and 5 non-million bacteria on Earth. It's been found that 1 out of every 10 bank cards and 1 out of every 7 bills has fecal bacteria on it. Here's something fun. Go down to the comments section and type the letter V. If you used a mobile phone to do that, congratulations, you just touched 6,281 bacteria. If you're using a desktop keyboard, you're a little safer. You probably only touched about 180. Cell phones are actually one of the most bacteria-ridden things we frequently encounter.
In most cases, the organisms in our food get mashed around in the mouth, then hit the roller coaster that takes them rapidly into our stomach. The stomach is not a particularly inviting place. Acid is produced in large quantities when we eat. This helps to protect our body and to break down food, and it kills many bacteria that we ingest. The next stage takes the bacteria down through tissue tunnels into the small intestine. This region of the body is usually over 30 feet or 9 meters in length. It has structures called villi and microvilli, which absorb nutrients from food and form a major defense against disease. The small intestine is home to billions of bacteria, the microbiota, including bifidobacteria and lactobacilli, which play a critical role in keeping us healthy through degrading food, counteracting bad bacteria, and modulating the immune response.
Dramatic effect on our bodies. especially our gastrointestinal tract, which is home to both good and bad bacteria that are constantly at work. In fact, approximately 10% of a person's body weight is bacteria. The good bacteria, probiotics, play an essential role in our digestive, metabolic, and immune functions. They produce enzymes that break down food, regulate vitamin and nutrient uptake, and convert sugars into essential nutrients. Good bacteria are also the first line of defense for our immune system, blocking toxins, breaking down allergy-causing proteins, and crowding out harmful bacteria and yeast. In fact, 70 to 80% of our immune system resides in our gut. When you have enough of the good bacteria working hard, your digestive, metabolic, and immune functions chug along, and you feel your body is working to keep you healthy, digesting food, fighting infection, and keeping you with a bounce in your step. If you don't supply your body with enough good bacteria, the bad bacteria will take over, and you may suffer from a broad range of issues like diarrhea, constipation, gas, inflammation, food allergies, fatigue, and irritability.